After 16 years of manifestation, I'm going to share with you the biggest mistakes that I've made in my manifestation journey. The first one is not recognizing my own template and not tailoring manifestation and the law of attraction to the way that my brain works, not tailoring it to my current state, my current reality, trying to copy what other people said to do, right? They're telling me and they're giving me instructions, and so I'm going to follow it exactly to the T the way that they said it because that got results for them, so it should get results for me. No. What if when you are doing affirmations, for example, it doesn't feel good, right? For me, when I repeat affirmations, it doesn't feel good. It just feels monotonous, just feels tedious, just feels like nothing. Even gratitude lists, right? I don't do gratitude lists. I don't write down gratitude lists because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't make me feel more grateful by writing down a gratitude list. Sorry, it just doesn't work for me. With meditation, I don't like doing meditation sitting up, right? Just doesn't work for me. For some people, meditation sitting up is perfectly fine and they feel good when they're doing it. Doesn't feel anything that's a problem, and so they're able to get on with it. I prefer to do manifestation, or should I say meditation, laying down, right? That works for me, works really well. I'm consistent at it. I do it all the time, and that's what works for me. And so what I'm saying here is you can take the information from other law of attraction, spiritual teachers, manifestation teachers, personal development coaches, and things like this, but you don't necessarily have to do it exactly the way that they said it. You have to listen to yourself. You have to know thyself and attune the information to you and who you are and your personality type. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. No, we want to figure out how to create the wheel in our own way. So essentially here, we listen to other people, and what we do unintentionally, we give away our power to that person because this person is the expert and they're going to teach me how to manifest. It seems like they're a little bit further ahead than me. It seems like they're getting results, and it's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this thing too. But we've got to be careful not to give away our power to anyone, right? And once you realize there is no I, there is no me, it's just we, consciousness, then you will realize that this video that you're watching right now is you actually speaking to yourself, God speaking to God, right? Oneness speaking to oneness, isness speaking to isness, and realizing that power that you feel or recognize in someone else is something that you recognize within yourself, and there's no separation. And so in a weird way, when someone's conveying certain information to you, understand that it's you talking to yourself. Now, I just want to put a disclaimer on that because there are people who are operating from their minds, right? There are people that are operating from ego. There are people that are not operating from their heart. And I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people who are speaking from a state of consciousness, a higher level of awareness. These people are you talking to yourself. And so if you're someone that likes to do astrology readings or want to see a spiritualist or wants to go to a guru or meditation or whatever it is, I don't care who the person is. If you are giving away your power to that person because they've devoted their life to teaching you this information and whatever it is and not realizing your own power in that situation, I don't know about all of that, man. Like that's a little bit dangerous right there. There's a movie called Kuma where this guy, literally just a random guy, decided that, hey, I'm just going to be a guru and see if I can create a following. Like it's from nowhere. He doesn't have any knowledge or anything like that. He was just creating whatever he wanted to create and this identity of a guru. And guess what? He gained followers. People started following him and stuff like this. I'm not going to share the end of the movie, but you can go and Google this, watch the movie, and you'll see that we want to be careful who we are giving our power to. And in fact, you don't want to give your power away at all. You want to stay in a state of non-duality. You want to stay in a state of enlightenment, isness, oneness as much as you can. What is that? That's presence. Eckhart Tolle talks about this all the time, the state of presence and being present and being aware, being in pure consciousness. That is where you stay in your power. And you're not giving your power to a pendulum. You're not giving your power to a guru. You're not giving the power to a YouTuber, whoever it is. You're staying inside of consciousness and you are aware of what is happening. Big mistake number 2 that I made in my 16 years of manifestation experience and spirituality is trying to do it all myself. What does that mean? Meaning I am manifesting. I am manifesting something into my reality. It's me that's doing something and I'm creating my reality, right? And with this narrative that I'm creating something and like, wow, I have power and so I'm going to create my reality, actually does the opposite of creating power. What I mean by that is that you have a whole team behind you, you just don't know it. Whether that be your ancestors, your archangels, your starseed family, if you believe in any of this stuff, there's God, the universe, Mother Nature. And when you are co-creating your reality, it now becomes more powerful. It's not saying I am doing this. No, you are working with nature. You are working with God. You are working with oneness. You are working with the energies in order to co-create reality. In fact, what I like to do is I like to go into the isness, or pure awareness, pure consciousness, close my eyes in a meditation, go up, right? And become empty, become nothing, right? Where the ego disappears. There's no more left, right, up, down, yin, yang, male, female. It just is. And once you're in that state of enlightenment, samadhi, isness, I manifest the goals I set before I came here. I tune in with source and I download the goals into my mind, right? I receive the information. I receive the guidance. And then I utilize it and put it into implementation. This is the way I manifest the most, but I also can manifest those 3D material things too. So essentially what I'm saying here is I saw myself as singular, right? I'm doing this into my reality. I'm creating it. Whereas now I don't see myself as singular. I'm a part of everything. I'm a part of nature. I'm a part of God. I'm a part of you and me and everything. And so I just need to choose what reality I want to be in. It's just choosing. It's not creating. It's just choosing. You choose. You are the car, the house, the relationship, the money, the success. You are all of that now. And there is no separation. It's like, okay, singular mindset is like, oh, I want to get the money. The money is over here somewhere. I don't know if you can see where my hand is right now. The money is over here. I'm over here and I need to get over there in order to get the money, right? And it's like, I have to create it into my reality. Right? No, it's more like you think it is done. You just choose the reality you want to be in, because all realities exist now. All versions of yourself exist now. It's only the brain that's creating resistance against you and that next version of yourself. You and being more confident. You and being more social. You and being more productive. You and manifesting the reality that you want. It's only the ego that's getting in the way and creating stories. And so once we get past the ego, we're getting past the narratives, the beliefs, the identities, the emotions, the thoughts. We're getting past all of that and we're transcending all of that, and we just choose from that point because you've rised so high above it. And that's why I go into the no self. I go into isness first, disappear. Well, my ego disappears, right? Then I choose what reality I want to be in. Okay, and so there's many meditations where you can do this, self-inquiry. You can do the Isha Kriya meditation. I have a protocol called the No Self Protocol inside my Awaken program. The link is in the description, where you simply ask yourself these questions and you're instantly able to get into a state of enlightenment. So again, I don't see myself as singular. I now see myself a part of the whole, right? I don't see myself as me doing something and I'm important and I know this power of the law of attraction and I know how to create my reality. I'm not functioning on that narrative anymore. No, I am a part of oneness, God, the universe, whatever name or label you want to put on it. And there is no separation between me and the thing. It just is. So I think it, I've already chosen, it's done. It's done, it's done, it's done, it's done. On a vibrational level, it's done, like Abraham Hicks says. The third biggest mistake after 16 years of manifesting, which is so tricky and so millimeter shift, it's just a slight difference here, is not fully understanding the law of polarity. And the way I understood the law of polarity before is that when you experience one thing, the opposite is also available, right? That we live in a yin-yang reality, up, down, left, right, hot, cold, right? Indoors, outdoors, breathe in, breathe out, sun in, sun down. And so I was thinking in terms of polarity that, okay, there's negative and then there's positive. I need to be positive and focus on being positive and do the positive thinking and being in a positive state, feel good all the time. right? And do all this good stuff. And then that's going to lead to good things for me and manifest the reality that I want. What happens is oftentimes when people do that, or when I do that myself, and I've done it in the past, and you focus on this stuff, you are creating energy over this side and you're creating this big ball, and it's going to swing the other way. And it can swing the other way, and you can experience challenges and problems in your life that you didn't want to manifest, right? And so oftentimes people manifest the opposite of what they were thinking of, because at the same time, when you're thinking all this positive stuff, you're over here also saying, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it, right? Let's just say, for example, it's more money. It's like, I want to manifest money. I want to make 100K a year. I want to get more clients. I want to make more sales. I want to start the business, right? You're thinking all this positive stuff about the thing that you want, and you're feeling good about it, etc., etc. But whilst you're doing that, you're also saying, I don't have it, right? By even visualizing it in the first place, or doing the affirmations, or wanting it, you are saying that you don't have it instantly, right? And so you are also manifesting not having it by even just thinking that you need to get it, right? Now, this is not for everyone. Some people, I think, intuitively understands that they need to feel like they have it now, and that there is no gap, and all you're doing is choosing that reality. And so whenever you are using affirmations or any of these techniques, which I don't personally use myself, you want to do it because you're having fun in doing it. You want to do it because you just want to experience being in that energy, not because you want to get something, but because you already have it and you're being grateful for having it already where you're at. You're not creating any sort of separation. You are experiencing that current reality now. As soon as you say, I want it, or I'm trying to get it, or you see it in the future, guess what? You're saying, I don't have it. And so you can be manifesting, I don't have it, or you're creating more steps that need to be taken, more action that needs to be taken in order to get to that particular reality. Or for some people, it comes really close. You get close to the goal, you're trying to get there, and it just slips away, slips through your fingers. And you're like, what? It keeps passing you by. You don't understand why you're not getting to the money or the success or whatever it is. That's because you've attached yourself to a pendulum, and the pendulum's got you in a swing. And so you get close to the goal, and it's like gambling, and you're like, oh, I got to the goal, I almost got it. And then it swings the other way, and it's like, I didn't get it. Right? It's like, okay, I'm going to try again, right? As like positive thinking, I'm going to watch more videos, I'm going to buy another course, I'm going to get the coach or whatever it is. You get a new technique, you get a new strategy, you get a new system, and you try to manifest in that way now, and you get closer to goal, you get in there, but for some reason it slips through your fingers. And so just choose from pure awareness, and that's it. Just choose. I think it is done. Nothing else. And yes, the brain is going to get in the way. Yes, the brain is going to create narratives. Yes, the brain is going to be like, but yeah, the brain's going to be like, what if, the brain's going to start saying all these narratives and stories. And that's for you to also be aware of, also be present with, also to be in pure consciousness with, and not attaching yourself to the pendulum of your thoughts and your emotions, because they are not you. And so the way in which I understand polarity now is, I'm not a part of polarity, when it comes to manifestation. I'm not allowing polarity to dictate and pull me in certain directions. I'm not allowing the pendulum to make, okay, this makes me feel good, oh, this makes me feel bad. No, I'm just in the isness, right? And I choose what reality I want, and it doesn't matter if I'm going to manifest it or not manifest it, because in my mind, it's already done. There's no trying to let go of the manifestation. There's no trying to think positive. You don't need to think positive. You just need to done, right? It's just done. So why would you need to think positive if it's already done? Why would you need to be positive about something that's already manifested? All this positive, negative thinking is a pendulum, and you just need to be in that presence, that neutrality energy, the energy of neutrality, and collapse everything to now. The fourth biggest manifestation mistake I made is not following my heart, right? I was following my mind, following the ego, following what the external world said that I should need or want, that being success financially and, creating financial freedom, going for the money, hustle, grind, following what the system said I should be doing. And I went into that, and I felt very unfulfilled on the inside. Now, this is not for everyone. Some people like the hustle and grind. Some people like to go after the money in that way, but it wasn't for my system. Okay. And if you are right brain, spiritual, empath, indigo, starseed, any of these energies, sensitive, highly sensitive person, high functioning autistic, usually you're a little bit more sensitive to the energies. And operating in the hustle grind, chasing way, it can only last so long being in that energy, unless it's coming from a natural place. What I mean by that is Gavin, does the work, hustle, grind, whatever that looks like to you. I work, and it's a perception that I'm disciplined. It's a perception that I work hard, because I actually don't. I'm playing, so it looks like I'm working hard, right? I'm playing, I'm in the joy, I'm in my heart, I'm in my bliss. And so in that, I'm naturally taking action rather than action trying to take control of me. I'm not in the pendulum of action. I'm not attached to procrastination and taking action or any of this stuff, because I'm in the heart space. I'm in my bliss. I'm in my truth. And by following that, I naturally take action without even trying to take action, not using willpower, not trying to push myself. It's just naturally happening through me. And so I was able to attain a lot of success with the mental approach, with the willpower and pushing yourself. And I got to the success. And then I heard a quote from Tony Robbins: success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Then I had to rewire my brain and approach success more from the heart. And as I did that, I was able to create a successful YouTube channel. I was able to travel all over the world and do some amazing things with my heart, right? And so I always teach people to heal your heart, to create heart-brain coherence, and understand that the heart's electromagnetic energy is 60 times more powerful than electromagnetic energy from the brain. The heart is the feminine. The heart is the first organ to grow in the body. Usually most people, I think, come from a woman, come from the feminine. In our reality, for example, the plug socket is in the wall. It's got the holes, and then you take the plug and you push it into the wall. The plug is the masculine. The hole in the wall, the plug socket, is the feminine. Where's the electricity? In the wall. The electricity, the charge, is usually in the feminine dynamic, and the heart is the feminine dynamic. Again, the first organ to grow in the body. When we can heal our hearts and create heart-brain coherence, we enhance our ability to manifest, co-create our reality. Unfortunately, in the law of attraction community, we focus on the brain and seeing with the brain and visualizing and using affirmations and all of these techniques, and the brain is powerful and the brain is the perceiver of reality, etc., etc. But so is your heart. Your heart is a very, very powerful perceiver of reality, and it perceives in just a different way. It doesn't speak the same language as the brain. And so when we understand the language of the heart, we'll experience more fulfillment and joy in our lives, which actually leads to more manifestations indirectly. The fifth manifestation mistake that I made after 16 years of manifesting: not realizing who I am. And what do I mean by that? I thought I was my mind. I thought I was the ego. I thought I was the brain. I thought I was the stories. I thought I was the narratives. I thought I was my belief systems. I thought I was me, this physical thing. I thought I was me, right? This is me, that is you, and there's separation. Like I said at the beginning of the video, everything is consciousness. You are watching this video right now thinking that I'm speaking to you, when actually you are speaking to yourself. And so it goes back to the point of manifesting and thinking that there is separation in terms of our manifestation. If you realize who you really are, which you can probably feel it right now, that I am you, you are me, everything is one, everything that you can think of is already done, every single reality that you can think of is already done, every single version of yourself is already done. It's just about choosing, and that only the brain gets in the way. Now you are back in your power. Now you are in the I am, what they call the I am. For me, I don't even believe in the I am, right? Because the I am is still back in the ego. It's just pure consciousness, emptiness and fullness at the same time. Isness, beyond duality, no left, right, up, down, no me, no identification at all, just pure consciousness. Now, I know there's a bunch of information out there on the internet about the law of attraction. It's really simple, honestly. All of these books, all of these courses, all of this stuff that's out there, you know, in a weird way, it's kind of like a scam. Just like the weight loss industry, weight loss can be very simple and it can be very, really simplified. The same as the law of attraction and manifesting things into your reality. It can be really simplified, really simple, but unfortunately, the ego, the mind, is making it more complicated than it is. I'm going to write this this big ass book to explain manifestation, when in actuality it can be summarized in, 50 pages, for example. In fact, I've just summarized it in like a, I don't know, 30-minute video here, and there's nothing more, there's nothing less. It just is. It's as simple as that. Going beyond the mind and realizing what duality actually is, and transcending duality and stepping into that isness and realizing that you are the thing that you want. So stop wanting it. If you would like to continue this journey with me, links in the description where you can join my community. I really appreciate you. See you in the next video. Peace.